Hi guys, new challenge today, and today is probably the hardest challenge that potentially I've ever had to do in my life, maybe. So I'm going on something called a Vipassana retreat. If you do not know what a Vipassana retreat is, I'm going driving 3 hours to Herefordshire, and you sit and you meditate for about 10 to 11 hours a day for 10 days. Those whole 10 days, you cannot talk, you cannot say a word, you can't look at people. You're just completely alone with your head, your thoughts. You can't exercise, you can't read, you can't write, nothing. You eat, you meditate, you sleep. It's very structured. They're very rigorous with the structure from what I hear. And I'm pretty terrified. I am a little bit excited today. I've been feeling pretty anxious all week about it. And I'm really excited. I'm a huge meditator. I've meditated for 7-8 years. It's helped me hugely in my life. Really excited for the awareness it's going to give me. The things I'm going to learn, the things I'll learn about myself. And yeah, that's it really. Obviously, it's not something I can film. There's no phones, obviously, no tech. So I'll do a little video when I get up there, see how I'm feeling. And then probably a video when I get out, and then maybe a couple of weeks later to see what effects lasted, what didn't, if I'd recommend it, if I wouldn't. So that's it. Time to get in the car, 3-hour drive, and we'll pick up there. So I've arrived. It's busy. There's loads of people. I thought I was saying 100, but I didn't think it's going to be 100. It's about 150 people. I haven't actually got out of the car yet. You can see like the building. There's tons of cars around. I'm feeling quite excited. But I ate so much sugar on the drive up here because I know I'm not going to have any sugar. And now I'm just going through every single app on my phone. Trying to get the last bit of stimulation I'm going to get for the next 10 days. But yeah, just eating some food, and then I'm about to go in and I'll see you guys in 10 days, hoping for the best. Let's see what happens. Got to roll the dice. You got to be in the race. "10 days is done." Probably one of the hardest things I've done. It's amazing how when you don't talk and have no distractions and there's no one around, how much you realize you think and how much you see about kind of how your mind is working and the things you're thinking, how judgmental you are, how hard you are on others, on yourself. And you start just being able to see that helps you kind of start to break the chain. So it's been interesting, a lot of positive, especially relationship stuff. I feel like I got a lot of insight and have kind of worked through stuff that I've really struggled on. And yeah, it was really good. Got to day 8 and I literally felt like I was losing my mind. I just could not stop thinking. I felt extremely overwhelmed, extremely anxious. Kind of all your stuff comes up when you're quiet. So that was a struggle. I almost left. I spoke to the head teacher on the morning of day 9, and he gave me a little bit of comfort, and I managed to see out the last 2 days. It's now the day after, so it's kind of day 11 in the morning. About to go home. I'll make another video in about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, and let's see if any changes happen, if they last, and see how it goes. But it was very good, very enjoyable. Glad I did it. And that's challenge 7 down, or 8. All right, see you in 4 weeks. Hello everyone. So it didn't turn out to be 4 weeks, it turned out to be 3 months later. As you can see, my hair is in full growing effect. I've almost got a ponytail. The beard's got even longer. And it's been 3 months, just over 3 months since I did my Vipassana retreat. So reflecting on what I learned, it's quite bizarre thinking back to it, because it was a very intense thing to do, and it was something that was very hard to do. And I do feel like I learnt a lot from it. I thought I was going to be, someone who's completely present and very calm, and just, that it would solve a lot of things in that sense, which it hasn't. As soon as you kind of get back to life and you get back in the flow of, on your phone, on your tech, doing this, doing that, your mind quickly speeds up again. You kind of lose the effect that you have when you're there. But I do feel like I learned a lot about my mind, and it really enables you to just see deeper into how your mind works, which makes you more aware of how it works, which in essence allows you just to be able to sit with it a little better and to be more accepting of any kind of things that come up. Weirdly, for about 6 weeks afterwards, I felt very open, and I felt quite anxious quite a lot of the time, but I wasn't overwhelmed by the anxiety. I would just sit with the anxiety and be aware of it. So that was quite interesting. And to be honest, until about the last 2 or 3 weeks, my practice has been awful. I came back, and for about 2 weeks, I was practicing every day, sitting for 45 minutes, an hour, like it was nothing. And then I just dropped off completely. And the last 3 weeks have been a little bit tougher, more stressful. I've had a lot of stuff going on, a bit ill, as you can probably hear. And I've really kind of remembered how important it is to me to meditate, and how important it is for maybe someone like myself or you, if you've had issues with anxiety, to really take care of ourselves in that way, and to really give myself that time every day to kind of just sit and be completely quiet and let my nervous system, because it probably needs it more than other people, just relax and recuperate. So I'm getting back to that. I would suggest doing it if you feel like you're in quite a strong place. If you're not in the strongest place, it's quite an intense thing to do. I felt like I was in a really good place going into it, and there were some very, very hard moments in it. Moments where I felt like I couldn't slow my mind down, literally felt like I was losing my mind almost. So I would suggest doing it if you feel like you're in a good, strong place and you're ready to explore more about your mind. If not, maybe save it for when you're feeling a bit stronger. Saying that, I do think I will do it again next summer. And maybe for the next, 3 or 4 years, we'll see. But I think I will apply and do it next summer, and just have another 10 days just to switch off, just let my body recover, and really commit to doing it. When I was there, I didn't really commit to the 10 days. They said, make sure you commit to 10 days on when you first start. And I was thinking, well, I'll see how it is. If it's rubbish, I'll just leave. Which I think made it harder. I think if I'd committed and I knew I was there for 10 days, it would have been a little bit easier, and I would have been fully on board. But yeah, so that's my Vipassana. Sorry it's taken so long to get this video up once again. There is another one coming. My Berlin Marathon, which I did at the end of September, is coming up. And if you haven't noticed, below I created a book all about my experience with agoraphobia. So if you follow the link below, you can get that for free. It'll be sent to your email. And also, if you want to do any coaching, I've set up a coaching call. So if you want to do some coaching with me, and we can talk about your experiences, my experiences with agoraphobia, and come up with a plan to help you take on some challenges and expand that bubble that we all live in, and live a life with a little bit more freedom. then just check that link below. No obligations, just there to help people if they need it. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed, and that's the end of this video.